This is a stock market game training video produced by the Georgia Council on Economic Education. In this episode, how to start choosing stocks. Okay, here you are. You've got your team ready, you've registered, and your virtual $100,000 is ready to go. Now comes the most asked question related to the stock market game. How do I know what to buy? Ready for the answer? You don't. It turns out almost no one knows what to buy, especially in the short term, which is how this game is played. See, for long-term investing, there are lots of mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, and indexed funds that sort of smooth out the highs and lows of the market over time. For the stock market game, however, you're not investing long-term, so those types of investments aren't likely to win you the game on their own. At some point, you're probably going to want to look at some individual stocks for your portfolio. And this is where things get tricky. In 1988, the Wall Street Journal began a contest to see whether professional stock pickers could pick better stocks than monkeys throwing darts at a wall of ticker symbols. Look up the Wall Street Journal dartboard contest when you get a chance, but for now, I'll go ahead and tell you that the professionals, guys and girls with advanced degrees in mathematics and business, only won 61% of the time. That means if you just randomly selected stocks, you'd win almost 40% of the time. Not great numbers for the professionals. Assuming you don't want to just randomly pick stocks, however, there are a few things you can do to help you get started, even if you know nothing about the stock market. First, have everyone on the team brainstorm 5 or 10 big companies or businesses that they are interested in. If nothing else, this will give you a good number of companies with which to begin some initial research. Ask some basic questions. What does this company do? Who are their competitors? Who are their leaders, and how long have they been with the company? Do they have any major announcements or product releases coming up? Is the company in the news for good or bad reasons? Is the company profitable? The vast majority of these questions can be at least somewhat answered through some simple internet searches. If you want to go even deeper, look for the company's most recent earnings reports or something called a Q10 report. Obviously, you also want to look at some numbers and trends for the stock. In the next video, we'll look at how to analyze some basic stock data using Yahoo or Google Finance. Finally, remember that your brainstorming session is likely to only yield companies that you know. Sometimes, the real trick is finding the lesser-known companies. Ask parents or family members for some suggestions. Try searching for things like biggest stock gainers or year's best stocks or things like that. Using Google's finance page, for example, you can scroll down and see that they have a list of the top gaining stocks. Another useful site, called FinViz, that's FINVIZ.com, also shows this information on their landing page. These might turn you on to some companies that you didn't know about. Still, this won't guarantee that they will continue to be good investments. The biggest thing to keep in mind is that there's always an element of luck involved, but that doesn't mean you can't apply at least a little strategy. The more you know about a company and the industry they are in, the better off you will be. The purpose of the stock market game is to introduce you to the world of markets and help you understand their role and importance in our economy. Have fun with it. Take some risk. It doesn't matter if you know exactly what to pick. I promise, win or lose, you'll learn something along the way. Next time, how to read some basic stock information.